Hello everyone, I'm the Sports Wiz 101, and today I'll be giving you my predictions for Week 17 of the NFL season. So predict all of these games to take place in Week 17. Coming off a disappointing week for us, we were 50-50 on our picks, 8-8. In an NFL week full of surprises. We'll see how full of surprises this week is. But what do I think is going to happen? Let's find out. First up, we have Thursday Night Football. It's the Jets and the Browns. This game means a lot more to Cleveland than it does for New York. The Browns can lock up a playoff spot if they beat the Jets. But if the Browns lose, that's going to lock up the AFC North for Baltimore. I don't think the Browns lose this one. I think they win. Their defense plays extremely well at home. And they're playing the Jets, one of the league's worst offenses. The Jets won't be able to get much going. I think Cleveland will be able to get plenty of offense. Browns win this one. Now I have the Raiders and the Colts. This is going to be my upset of the week. I'm going with the Raiders. And it has a lot to do with the Vegas defense. It has been very opportunistic. It's been very opportunistic over the past couple of weeks. It's been a top 10 defense in the league this year. I think that they continue that trend going up against the Colts, and they get the upset win to keep their playoff hopes alive. And then we got the AFC matchup everyone's looking forward to, Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens. These two both have the chance to lock up their respective divisions in this matchup. Baltimore also has the added scenario of locking up home field if they win this game. I think they do. I still don't trust Tua Tagovailoa in those close end-of-game scenarios like this game might wind up turning out to be. Plus, Baltimore does look like the best team in football right about now. Then we have the Patriots and the Bills. This is an opportunity for Miami to lock up the division as well. All they need is for New England to pull off another road upset. Of course, I don't see that happening. I'm going with Buffalo. I think Buffalo, especially knowing that they already got upset by New England, are going to be especially motivated to win this game. And that will set up next week. The Bills and Dolphins meet up in Miami with the AFC East title on the line. Next up, Titans and Texans. You might monitor the health of CJ Stroud for this one. Sounds like he's going to be back at practice today. I do think, though, that even if Stroud is unavailable, that Houston will win over the Titans. Then we have my Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. It's a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. And look, for the Chiefs this year, let's see. Look, the Chiefs will always be a team that, so long as they have Mahomes, can beat anybody in the league. But this year, it feels like more than ever, they can lose to just about anyone in the league. It's just, how is the offense feeling on this specific day? I get the feeling that, motivated by the Bengals, the Chiefs will have that motivation. The offense will play at least decently enough to beat Cincinnati. And if this happens, the Chiefs do lock up the AFC West. Then we have the Chargers taking on the Broncos. Denver announcing today that they're going to bench Russell Wilson for the rest of the season. This is a Denver team that still has a chance at the playoffs. And I think, especially with this game being in the Mile High City, I do think they still get the win over the Chargers, even if it is Jarrett Stidham under center. Now the interconference matchups, you got the Panthers taking on the Jaguars. Look, if you're going to move the ball on the Jaguar defense, it seems like you need to throw the ball. That's something Carolina has not had a lot of success with this year. So that leads me to picking Jacksonville to break out of their slump and beat the Panthers. Jags, by the way, will go into that game with an opportunity to lock up the South. I don't think it quite happens this week, but they'll still have that opportunity. Now we have a big matchup in Seattle. The Steelers and the Seahawks both trying to stake a claim in the wild card race of their respective conferences. And this one, I like Seattle. They have been great over the past couple of weeks. Plus, they're always tough to beat in Seattle. So that leads me to taking the Seahawks there. Over to the NFC. Saturday action. It's a special Monday Night Football on Saturday night. Thank you, College Football Playoff. Here we have the Lions. Congrats on winning the NFC North. Taking on the Cowboys. A Dallas team that is just... They are still in the race for the NFC East, but they kind of have to win this game if they want to remain in the hunt for the NFC East. I think they do. Dallas is especially great at home this year, taking on a Lions team that I think Dallas will have great success with when it comes to throwing the ball. I think Dallas's passing attack will have great success against the Lion defense, and that's going to lead to a Cowboy victory. Cardinals, Eagles going at it in Philly. This is my lock of the week. Give me Philly. Not much to analyze here. Eagles going into the week with a chance at the NFC East. Cardinals, they're not good. The Cardinals are not a good team. The Eagles are. Man, of course I'm taking the Eagles. And there's not much analysis on the next two either. Rams are just a better team than New York, so I'll take them. And then 49ers, they're coming off a week where they played one of the best defenses in the league, the Baltimore Ravens. The Commanders are not one of the best defenses in the league. In fact, they're one of the worst defenses in the league. So, of course, I'm taking the 49ers to get right and bounce back. And then we have the Saints and the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay can lock up the South with a win. Going into this season, Tampa Bay was the one NFC South team that I thought had no chance to win their division. And yet, they're the NFC South team with a win and you win the division scenario. I think that does happen. Give me Tampa Bay. I think New Orleans, I don't think they're going to have much success moving the ball. Their offense has been especially slow, especially the past couple of weeks. I think that cost them against the Buccaneers. Man, I'd really love to have that NFC South division prediction back. Falcons, Bears. Chicago has been on fire, and they're taking on a Falcon offense that, what do they do best? Run the ball. What does Chicago's defense do best? Stop the run. Chicago's defense is the best in the league when it comes to stopping the run, which is why I'm taking Chicago. And the last matchup, Sunday Night Football. Packers, Vikings. This one, basically a must-win. It is basically an elimination game, and if my predictions are correct, especially concerning the Rams and the Seahawks, this will be an elimination game. That being said, give me Minnesota. It will be a close one, but especially with now Jair Alexander being suspended for this game following his actions in the pregame of the Packers-Panthers game, I feel like this is a game that Minnesota will have plenty of offense in the passing attack. Yes, they won't have TJ Hawkinson, but they'll still have Justin Jefferson. And they'll still have those great wide receivers. And that will allow the Vikings to win this game and keep their playoff hopes alive. But there you go, there's my picks for Week 17 of the NFL season. If you like this, please like and subscribe for more to come in the following weeks. We're getting to the end of the regular season. I'll have my last weekly prediction, Week 18. I'll also have a postseason prediction up for you guys here in a couple of weeks. And then maybe something else after that. But until then, I have been the Sports Wiz 101, and I will see you all later.